So in today's video, guys, we're talking about the top 5 meta legends in Apex Legends for Season 14. So this is my personal preference, so if you see somebody in the list that you don't agree with, let me know what your list is, or your top 5 down in the comments down below. But I think most of you, the majority of you guys, will agree with me on these ones, but maybe not for number 5. So number 5, because I'm main this character quite a lot, I think Loba is definitely top 5 in my personal opinion. I know a lot of you guys may disagree with that, but I think Loba is by far one of the most underrated legends within the game. You don't really see a lot of Loba mains around. You would usually see like a Bangalore, a Pathfinder, and I think overall Loba just has a very versatile kit, and she's pretty much useful in most scenarios from what I've encountered personally. As long as you have a good team working along beside you, she is a pretty solid legend, and she is really good for solo queuing because her bracelet is a good place to start. Loba's bracelet for me personally has came in clutch so many times, and honestly, the amount of times that it has been like a get out free geo card. I know it's not like Valkyrie's get out geo card with her ultimate, but for me personally, being able to get ammo pretty much all the time, get all your attachments, get all the weapons you want, get all your ammunition, get your shield swaps mid gunfights or before gunfights, being able to supply your team with ammo, bats, cells. It is overall just an amazing legend in my opinion, and I think it's definitely one of the most underrated legends in the game personally. But maybe that's just me because I'm a Loba main and I really love Loba because I mean she is good looking as well. But you know that's only a bonus. But nah, definitely Loba is number 5 for me personally. So number 4 would be Newcastle. Newcastle is pretty much beating Gibraltar and a Lifeline at this moment. Lifeline isn't very hard to beat, but Gibraltar is kind of not as versatile as Newcastle would be now. As whenever you're reviving with Newcastle, you can actually move way faster with the person you're reviving, which is absolutely stupid crazy, especially if you're sliding down a hill. If you guys look at some clips for Newcastle reviving people in Season 14, it's absolutely insane, guys. Go and look it up on YouTube. You're going to be pretty shocked. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of scary as well. He did get his turn rate for turning while reviving 50% slower, so do keep that in mind. He did get a health increase for his shield from a white knockdown shield from 150 to 200, but he also got his blue knockdown shield increased from 250 to 300. His mobile shield has increased from 350 to 500 HP, which is absolutely insane. And he got double max movement speed. His castle wall has added a turn slow to the electric barrier effects and increased the severity of the slow impact to movement. So pretty much you get stunned by his shield whenever he charges at you. It is going to have increased like seconds of having that stun. Overall, I think Newcastle is going to be a meta in Season 14. You're going to be seeing a lot more Newcastle players, especially more of like the pro players playing them, like the Preds and Masters. People that can actually maximize and fully use his kit. Newcastle is going to be an absolute monster to go up against in Season 14, so expect to see a lot of Newcastle within this split, guys. Number 3, and we kind of all expected this one, is Valkyrie. And Valkyrie, why she gets always top 5 in my opinion, because movement always beats anything else in the game. Movement is so important in Apex Legends. It's kind of like the foundation of Apex. You know, without movement, Apex isn't really much different from any other game, and movement in this game is super, super important. So Valk, yes, got some serious nerfs in Season 14. However, she is still one of the best top tier legends in the game because of her kit. It's very versatile. She's got good movement. She's got one of the best ultimates in the game, which is a get out free geo card. You know, you can see people in the air. Lets you just get you a lot of information where people are at, or if people are running away, you can still just like jump on them. However, using her jetpack is a lot worse now. You don't you use a lot more fuel whenever you first activate it. You also can't fly as high with her ultimate. You go slower up in the air with her ultimate. Her Valkyrie rockets do less explosive damage, you know, less blast radius, less damage with it. I think the nerf is good because I think she would very overpowered in my personal opinion. Like Valk has one of the best kits in the entire game. Like there's literally nothing wrong with Valk. Like there's no reason not to play Valk. However, I do believe they might have hit her a wee bit too hard. I'm not too entirely sure. Maybe you Valk mains can let me know in the comments down below. I definitely do think she needed a nerf, but I don't think it should have been as bad as it is. I think a few minor tweaks would have been okay. However, I guess we'll see what happens throughout the season 14, and we'll see if it's actually, suitable for Valk. But I think they might have been a wee bit too overboard with it. So that's number 3. Number 2, and this might be a shocker to you guys, but I'm actually going to put Vantage as number 2. So I've been watching a lot of videos about Vantage. I've been hearing a lot of good feedback from Vantage. And by far, her tactical is really insane. I've seen Twitter people using her movement like absolutely insanely crazy. I have no idea how they pull off half the moves that they do, but I guess that's the joys of being a PC player and actually fully maximizing, being an expert at using the mouse and keyboard. However, I guess it could be done with controller, just slightly a wee bit more challenging. But I've heard great things. Her movement is definitely superior than Loba's. Her tactical is like Loba's, but way more superior in my personal opinion. You're not vulnerable whenever you're landing. Plus, you can also double jump as well while using her tactical. So you pretty much get 2 jumps per se. So rotating with Vantage and getting out free deal cards, high ground, absolutely insane. You'd be crazy not to use her. Especially with having her sniper rifle, you want to run 2 SMGs, R99 car. You've got a long range weapon built into your ult. You can use your ult pretty much nearly any single time. If you want to just use 1 bullet, if you want to use 2 bullets, or 3, 4, or 5, you can pull that bad boy out no matter how many bullets you have, which is very good. It makes it more versatile if you really needed it. At desperate times, you get to tag enemies, you get info on the squad, who has what shields, do they have all grey, do they have all purple, lets you have a bit more awareness of your gunfights, should we push that, should we not. You also get to weaken enemies, your teammates get to do extra damage on them, that they get tagged. Like, overall, Vantage is a very good legend. Like, I mean, overall, like, she can gather so much info for a gunfight. She's versatile, she's good movement, brilliant legend in my personal opinion. I don't think she's overpowered. I'm not too sure. I haven't personally really used her. But from what I heard her ult is a bit powerful, but everything else is perfectly fine. I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below. But personally, I do think Vantage might need a nerf for her ultimate from what I've heard. I heard it's extremely OP and it can 2-tap people. Don't know whether that's headshots or not. But yeah, so far, Vantage is pretty good. And yeah, that's why she's number 2. Last but not least is number 1. And I think we all know who this guy is Seer. Seer is by far one of the best meta legends in the game by far. Mainly because of the wall hacks. Like that guy, you can't even solo queue anymore because of Seer. Like Seer is so good at seeking out rats and people that are just hiding or playing the edge of circle or hiding behind objects or up in trees. You know, you can't escape a Seer. If you see a Seer or you hear him and you're solo queuing and you're hiding, you're screwed. You can't hide away from a Seer. It's like Bloodhound but on steroids at this point. His ultimate gives you so much information, especially in gunfights, if it's used correctly and put in places that are actually good, rather than the opening for it to get shot. So if you know how to use his kit, Seer can be a very challenging legend. He can be very difficult to be up against, especially if they have a very well coordinated team. Gives the team a lot of information where the squads are, where the enemies are moving at, where they're hiding. It can stop revives, it can stop batteries, it can stop med kits, it can stop pretty much absolutely anything, and especially within the first second or 2 seconds of getting tactical. Like there's so many times I've tried to run away from a Seer and I've used my tactical and I'm trying to bracelet out and then Seer hits me with a tactical and then it cancels it. Like Seer is by far a well-rounded character, and that's why he is number 1. Like he's just insanely overpowered in my opinion. He definitely does need a nerf, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how Respawn adjust his kit. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys found it informative. That's just my personal opinion, so keep that in mind. Hopefully I'll see you guys all in the next one. Enjoy your day, guys. Peace out.